Hello everyone and welcome back. If you're returning, if this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have never seen one of my messages before, I am a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And on this channel you will find twin flame guidance and spiritual guidance on your journey, whatever your journey may be. Whatever journey it is that's led you to this channel, that's all that matters. So thank you to everyone who takes the time to like, to comment, to share, to subscribe, to book my services, to join my retreats. Oh, so many things. And all the love you send me through emails, and you tell me that you've heard from your masculines and things, and it always makes me smile. And I just can't thank you all enough. I send out prayers for you all. Before I go to sleep, I send out prayers and love and healing to all my YouTube viewers. And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you for taking the time to watch this channel. So thank you all so much. So I'm going to try my best to keep this short tonight, because I've got to pack up all the stuff behind me because I've got someone coming in to do work in the house. So I'll probably not be on tomorrow night. Hopefully back on Thursday. So let's get into this message now. I'm hearing a song coming through, but let me get this. Look, I'm just going to open this circle of light with the angels and our guides and the ancestors first of all, and get this up and running. So let's do it. Calling in our heavenly ancestors, our spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can I also request Archangel Michael, whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Okay. Ooh. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and Spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude, and so it is. Okay, I'm seeing someone loosening their grip. Like they're holding on to something really tightly and then they just start to loosen it. So maybe you loosening your grip on this connection, Divine Feminine, has caused some sort of change, or maybe there's a masculine who's finally starting to surrender and loosen his grip a wee bit on his 3D life. You know, like he's almost like he's been clinging to all the stuff that he thought he was meant to be a part of or be connected to. Someone's loosening their grip. And it's creating some sort of change. Now, love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. Love lift us up where we belong, far from the world below, where the clear winds blow. So I'm just seeing a mountain in my third eye. So again, this feels like a connection that's ascending right now. You're both ascending in separation. So if you feel like you're going through ascension symptoms, your masculine's going through the exact same thing. Now, when this person met you, time stood still. Because I'm seeing two people walking towards each other and the clocks just stopped. So it's like time stood still when you and this person met, however you met this person. This love, it sounds like a very cheesy thing to say, but this is what's coming through. This love has been some sort of special delivery from heaven. This love has been a special delivery from heaven. So I don't know if, and I'm seeing a wolf. So someone could have a wolf spirit, like the wolf spirit guide, very Native American energy. And I'm using my Celtic magic deck tonight. So there's definitely that tribal ancestor energy coming through. Native American and Celtic ancestry and things like that. I'm feeling all that coming through. And I'll pull some cards from that in a moment. But I want to tap into the love energy first, because it just feels the love is palpable in this moment. Someone's finally seeing things clearly. And the reason why I say that is, you know, like when there's a window and someone goes and breathes on it, and then they use like their sleeve or something, and then they clean the glass. It's almost like someone uses their breath and then cleans the glass, like with their sleeve or something, you know, like this. Someone can see clearly now. They can see clearly. Things might have been a bit frosted or misty before, but they can see clearly now. I am driven by love. Somebody is putting love in the driver's seat. This seems like a very deep romantic message, but someone is putting love in the driver's seat. Somebody could have been allowing other things to steer, if you know what I mean. They could have been steering with the wrong gear stick. That's all I'm saying. Say no more. Let's move quickly on. But yes, they're putting love in the driver's seat now. And this person, I feel, has always wanted to be romantic, but they felt it was, you know, a bit too feminine, too sissy. But I feel like this person is kind of breaking out of a stereotype. They're breaking out of a stereotypical mold where maybe they had a lot of masculine friends who, you know, pushed them for that toxic masculinity is what I would describe it as, you know, where, you know, all this bravado and bumping chests and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that kind of thing. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you need to have a balance of both. And that is why, you know, a lot of masculines really struggle to let that more feminine side through. But when they do allow that kind of really playful, sensitive side come through, it's a perfect balance. So that someone's put love in the driver's seat. So let's clear the energy. That song could be significant as well. I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings to every single person who connects with this video, connects with this message, channel straight through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. Now, I'm seeing a movie with Doris Day, and I think it was Cary Grant, and it was called Pillow Talk. I think it was called Pillow Talk. And I don't know if she had to keep on, like, witnessing him, you know, going through all different relationships. And, you know, it was almost like she had to witness him being a bit of a charmer and a ladies' man, but she started to see beyond the bravado of him, and started to see there was someone a lot more deeper. So I feel this is a masculine. On the surface, he's very much that Knight of Wands, very charming, very, you know, passionate and charismatic, but you saw a different side to this person. You saw the deeper version of this person, and I think that's the side that they want to embrace a bit more. So I'll get some turn in a moment, but let me get the overall energy of this connection. I feel this a very passionate, romantic connection here. As I say, time stopped. when you and this person first met each other, time stopped. So, lady, it says beauty, empathetic, joy, caring, and advice. Now, this person just sees you as this beautiful, divine, feminine essence of a person where you exude this femininity, this care, this love, you give good advice. I hear you give good hugs. This is someone, so I feel this is definitely someone you have connected to. So this isn't someone like you've just met online. Now this might be one of the messages coming through. There could be other messages for other twin flames, but I feel this is definitely someone who's saying you give good hugs, you give good advice, you give them everything they need to feel comfortable and happy and safe. So we'll find out why it's taken them so long to see this. So divine feminine energy coming through straight away. Someone just sees you as very, you know, almost like I'm seeing like a swan in my mind's eye. So like the swan just gracefully glides across the water, even though underneath, you know, the swan's legs are going like a paddle steamer underneath the water. They just glide with grace, and it's effortless. And I feel this person sees you having this effortless grace as well. Tell me a bit more about this twin flame connection, this divine love connection here, please, and thank you. Thank you. So it says fatality, endings, misfortune, termination, and grief. So this tells me that there was some really bad ending between the two of you. Now, whether you found out this person was playing away from your connection, maybe this person refused to admit they had feelings for you, or this person just chose to go off in a different direction, and we'll find out what happened. So there was some ending, and that's why this person has really struggled with their emotions, I feel, over you, because I feel like this person, yeah, look at that, rich lady. This person could have been after someone again, and this comes through so often, that the masculines go for what they think they want. They go for someone who they think is financially in a good position, someone who they feel they could have like a good life with, because this person has, you know, they've got money, they've got this, they've got, you know, the good job or whatever. And I feel with the two lady cards coming out, I feel this is you, this caring, it says caring, grace, compassion, and this is someone who is financially independent. It says a lucky life. So, I mean, this can also be you, divine feminine, who after the ending with this masculine, you went on to become this sort of Nine of Pentacles energy on your own. So I will clarify that, but I do feel with two feminine energies coming through, because I did feel like your person definitely, because the wealth cards here in the bottom. So I want to just clarify this. Tell me, give me a card here for this fatality. Okay, so it says horizon, hope, goals, dreams, and it says oversee and illusions. And the Lovers on the bottom. Not going to hold that up for too long because it's a wee bit of a sexy one. But so there's definitely, I feel there's definitely a choice here. There was definitely a choice here. And I do feel, Divine Feminine, you could have lost hope in your person. You could have, and I'm really drawn to the yellow in this card, and I'm obviously doing a solar plexus healing event on Friday. I think it's Friday, 30th. So there could be some solar plexus issues going on with this connection as well. Or yellow could just be significant, that sort of sunshine colour. But I feel, Divine Feminine, you lost hope in this person because of their lack of decision. So what I feel is, maybe if this person was attached to a karmic or something who was financially blessed in some way, and maybe you were not as financially secure, but your masculine still found something about you that they couldn't resist. But I do feel like you made the choice for this masculine. Yeah, I feel you made the choice here. I feel like you were losing hope with this masculine, and you chose for them, I feel, and caused some sort of ending. So I don't feel like this was the masculine that ended this. I feel it was you. And I want to find out now why they're saying love is now in the driver's seat. Maybe with this rich lady, maybe they weren't, their heart wasn't really coming into play before. See, yeah, see the death card. The death card. And the military person, responsibility, discipline, rules and structure. So, and what's this card say that fell on the table? Communication. Letter. Communication, messages. So, and look again, yellow. So yellow roses could be so significant. Yellow, or definitely yellow in that solar plexus energy, but I feel something. So I'll tell you what I feel come through here, because I sound like I'm kind of trying to figure it all out, but I actually know what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to stop pulling cards for a moment. What I'm feeling is come through here. This was someone, when they met you, it was an instantaneous, time stood still. This person immediately felt they had some sort of connection to you. But I do think this person at the time was driven by money, was driven by 3D materialistic things. They may have told you, you know, oh, I'm one day I'm going to get myself a Jag or a Merc or something like that. They may have been driven by this wanting good things in life. And there's nothing wrong with that, okay? But I feel that this person was purely motivated by that. I feel that they were very much charmer, charismatic. They liked attention from people. And I think they thought the more expensive things they had, like, you know, if they wear Rolex watches and they had on expensive clothes and that kind of thing, I felt they got a lot of attention. And this person, when they were with you or around about the same time they met you, they could have been dating multiple people or something. And they might have met someone who didn't make them feel, or didn't make them, time didn't stop with this person, but they had a big bank balance. And that's what I'm feeling. And now what I feel, there was some sort of ending here, because I feel like you, Divine Feminine, took yourself out of the equation. It's like, you know, you said if there's a triangle, then I'm just going to make it a straight line, because I'm not going to be a part of this. I feel like you didn't want to be a part of it, and there was some sort of ending. And now I feel this person, because of their lack of action, or their lack of integrity in taking action towards you when they knew that you were the one who gave them love and care and friendship and good hugs and advice. I feel like they took advantage of your good nature in some way here as well. They may have enjoyed your company and enjoyed getting lots of attention from you and for having someone to talk to, but they chose to go down the path of someone who had a lot more money. So, weakness. Yeah, temptation, problems, short illness, and feeling distressed. So I feel this person fell into temptation, basically. They could have been dating you. I don't know how you met this person. It could have been a fated meeting of some kind, because most twin flame connections are. But I feel whatever this fated meeting was, they could have met someone else around about the same time as you, or just after they met you, or they could have been dating you while dating others or something like that. Or this is a karmic they went back to. So, but the passion card's on the bottom. So tell me what's happening in the 3D. I mean, the communication card's here. So tell me about this letter, this communication card. I feel this person's inability to reach out to you in the past. I feel like you just moved on. I feel like you just kind of lost hope of it in this person. So it says theft, loss, disappearance, abandonment, and disruption. So if this person walked out on you and abandoned you in the past, I've asked present energy and I got the theft card, loss and abandonment, but I've also got the gentleman card, which is divine masculine energy. We've got the lady and the gentleman card here, which is divine feminine, divine masculine. So whatever happened here when this person abandoned you, or when you called time on this connection, it pushed your person to go through some sort of change. Tell me now about this gentleman energy. Tell me now about this gentleman energy, please. I'm going to pull the tarot. Oh my goodness. Gift, recognition, compliments, visit, attention, and joy. So this person now wants to lavish attention on you, I feel. They hold you in very high regard still, despite the time. Now, despite the time. There's definitely something about time for this connection, because I saw a clock stop when you met. And now this person's saying despite the time. So this, you might not have seen this person for a while. A long while. Let me split the deck and see what comes through. Storm, unknown, pure, uncertain, and chaos. So this is storm energy. Oh, and what is crazy, there's storms happening everywhere right now. Here in the UK also it's happening. And it was so weird because it happened out of nowhere last night. I was out a walk with Roxy and it was calm, and then through the night it was crazy. And that's when you know it's not a natural thing. And whenever these kind of weird weather things just come out of nowhere, I'm usually prepared for other things to happen as well. So for example, I don't generally talk about this very often, but you know, it's not something I deal with a lot, thankfully. But there is certain groups, and we'll put it that way, that use storms to try and... So if you wake up after a night where there's been a storm or something and you feel a bit negative or a bit drained, if you've had a really bad dream or something, I know myself, and I know other readers have mentioned this. I mean, I'm a lucid dreamer, and I've had literal groups come for me in dream state, and I fight back in dream state, and it hasn't happened to me for a while, but it did happen to me during a dream this morning when the storm was raging outside, and they tried to stuff my left ear with something, and I felt my left ear being muffled, and it was so weird. I could actually feel it, and I woke up and I immediately did what I was doing, just say my prayers and surround myself in protection and stuff. But just be very mindful that, you know, those kind of storms can definitely be used for other intentions. So as I say, I don't really want to speak, I don't ever speak about this because I don't want to attract any more of those kind of people to this channel. But yes, be very mindful of, especially if you have dreams about people coming after you and stuff like that, like groups of people. And also, you will never see, if you ever see like a cinematic thing where it's like, you know, the old style movies and the really old black and white movies, you know, where the big film, the old fashioned film, you can actually hear it whirring, like brrr, and it was like a really, really old fashioned movies. And they were mostly black apart from the white figures of the people on the screen. So, you know, really, really, the very first black and white movies. So if you see that, like if you can see a human face clearly, that is not divine beings, okay? Divine beings come in energetic frequency, colour, you can see the outline, but they're not, they don't come in, it's not like you can't see really, really clear features. And because there is no physical form, angels do not have a physical form, they do not have a, they can make themselves look more physical, but they are just colour and energy. So just be aware of that. It's not when people, if you're seeing like an actual like a black background, like an old black and white movie, that is generally not authentic. That is usually technology. So just be mindful of that. And I thought I'd just bring that up because you will know the difference. You will know the difference. And I know probably a lot of other people, readers and stuff, will tell you there is a difference as well. So just watch out for that. So let me get a few cards from here. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. Let's get back to the love. So let's see. And do what I do, just pray for them. First thing I did this morning was pray for them. So let's see. So, sacred circle, unity and protection, you are part of a greater whole. So, whoever this twin flame connection is, you're part of a group of souls, I feel, that are coming back into union now. Now, I've been picking up a lot in this the last couple of weeks. Anyone who's been watching my channel will know I've been picking up on divine purpose-led twin flames. And sadly, a lot of divine feminines struggle to move on to their divine path fully. They're kind of ticking by, they're kind of getting by with what they do, but they really have something much bigger to do. And it's because the masculines are meant to be doing something with you. And this is what I feel again. You're part of something. And I love how we've got the dancing flames here. And it's like two flames merging together here in the card. I feel like you're something, you're a greater, part of a greater group of souls who have got something here to do. The dancing flames, celebrate your passions and let your enthusiasm shine. So there's definitely, this masculine is coming in now. As I say, they're letting love drive. They're letting love take the driver's seat. And they're now focused on a journey, which is all about love. I want to find out a bit more. And the wise owl, seeking knowledge, wisdom comes from your experiences. So let me see. And that's so true. All our experiences have led us here to this moment. So, let's see. Woo. So, stormy skies. What was I just talking about? Storms. Stormy skies. Weather the storm, because clarity will follow the turbulence. Now, you got the card of like storm. There it is there. Yeah, the storm. And that's what made me start talking about storms. And now we have the stormy card again. But sometimes the storm is needed to clear the air. That's what clears the air, in fact, the storms. So there's something that could be pushing this person to communicate now, because we've got the communication card as well in the other deck. The storm clearing could just be what this masculine needs to give them courage of some kind. So, Sacred Grove. Seek wisdom in nature. The ancient trees hold great secrets. So this masculine could definitely be spending a lot of time outside, connecting, and there's the crystal waters, connecting to water, I feel, as well. And there's the mountain. Love lift us up where we belong, where the eagles cry on a mountain high. It says, reach for the heights, your goals are now within sight. And this says, purify your mind and clarity comes with calm. So nature, water, clarity, ascending up the mountain and reaching your goal. So I feel that this masculine is definitely understanding now they're on some sort of destined path back towards you. Give me one more card for this masculine, please, from this deck. Give me one more card for this masculine. Oh, I got two. Oh my goodness. That was so weird. The card literally jumped out of my hand and my throat chakra dried at the same time. So, ancient drum, feel the heartbeat of earth, connect with its rhythm. So, very much I was picking up that Native American energy at the start, that shaman energy coming through very strongly. Your masculine could love to listen to that now, the sort of shamanic drumming, or maybe you do that, Divine Feminine. Ancient ruins. History holds great wisdom. It's time to learn from the past. Okay, so this person has some sort of lesson here that they had to learn from past lives. Now, it could have been to choose, because so many of the masculines have to choose love. And look at that, the moonlit path. It says, follow the moonlight, it leads to your truth and clarity. And I feel that that's what the masculine had to learn. They had to follow the path that led to truth and clarity. And you were the path that led to their truth here. There was definitely something from a past life. There was definitely something from a past life that is coming through for you both here, where this masculine has had some sort of lesson to learn around materialism over love or something. And the royal crown. Now today it was so strange because I saw a crown being put on someone's head. And just when I'm seeing this card, it reminded me of that. You could have Celtic origins. Wearing your crown with pride, you are worthy of respect and honour. So I feel, Divine Feminine, you have done this, and the eternal knot. And what's so strange about this card, I'm going off on another tangent. Everyone has been sending me the same video, and it's all to do with a knot at Stirling Castle. It's called the King's Knot. And the King's Knot is to do, history is to do with King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. And everyone's been sending me this same video over and over again. And I'm trying not to be rude and say, I've already seen it like 100 times. But thank you to everyone who's sending me it. I appreciate it. But I was actually called to go to Stirling last summer, on the new moon in Leo actually. And it was out the blue. I was supposed to be heading down south, and everything just got changed at the last minute. My bags were packed. I was leaving in an hour and a half's time. My flight got cancelled. I couldn't get a train ticket, nothing. And I ended up at Stirling last summer, and it was on the new moon in Leo. It was also on a very specific date. It was an anniversary of Mary Queen of Scots. And I spent a lot of time up there. at the church and in the castle, and I think I said it, I actually did a recording from there. I recorded a message from there in my hotel room, but I was also saying about how it completely changed my life visiting Stirling that few days. Q to now, I've had a lot of past life dreams about Stirling and stuff like that, and now Stirling has become a focal point this year because of the King's Knot and because of the star pyramid there, but also because a lot of the history around the land and stuff. So thank you to everyone who's sending me the video. I do know about it, but my connection with Stirling started from last year, and that's why, you know, it's all been coming together for me in this lifetime. But I appreciate all the emails about it, and yeah, I think Stirling's going to be a very busy place this year. But that's what it reminds me of. So seeing the Crown card and that Eternal Knot makes me think about the fact, you know, this kind of Celtic royal King Arthur energy. So interesting. But yes, thank you to everyone. I'm not saying I'm not giving you any trouble for emailing me about it, but yes, I have seen a lot of emails about that. So thank you so much for sending it. And as I say, it's interesting, very interesting, all the stuff that's been happening around that area. But when I went there, it did change me. When I went there last summer, as I say, on the new moon in Leo, I felt more connected with my gifts. I felt more connected to my ancestors and everything. And I think I put out some shorts about being there as well. So, but yeah, it was an interesting visit. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes about this year as well. Lovely burp. Thank you. So let me see. Okay. Tell me about this twin flame connection, please and thank you. The sun. Here comes the sun. And I love the sun card, the fact it's somebody like riding on this little horse here. So obviously we're coming in to the year of the fire horse very soon, next month. So there's definitely some beautiful energy coming through for the collective from that. And again, I'm drawn to the yellow. Something about the sun, something about solar plexus. You definitely could have a lot of connections to, you know, that kind of Ra energy as well. That Egyptian, strong Egyptian ties. And I'm looking at the sunflowers there too. So definitely a lot of sun and joy and happiness coming through. I mean, the sun card being the first card out says it all, doesn't it? So let's see. Let's see. What else wants to come through for this twin flame connection? Just the sun, I think. And strength. Wow, so could be a Leo, because there's two cards of Leo come out one after another. Strong Leo energy. I feel this person's just getting up their courage here to look what's on the bottom. Getting up their courage to take a leap of faith here. To let love be in the driver's seat. You could be connecting to a Leo. So tell me about this person with the, tell me about this strength card for this masculine. What? Ace of Cups. I told you. This person's trying to find the courage to let love be in the driver's seat. Wow. I mean, those cards, the Sun, Strength, Four of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. I don't want to play any more cards, to be fair, but let's see. Tell me what this, tell me what held this masculine up. I do feel it was to do with money, but okay. Page of Cups. They were not willing to open up and show you an emotional side. They were not willing, and I feel this person was very prideful. They didn't want to apologise for. I think this person knew they fumbled you in some way, but they were too proud to apologise. But this is what's held this person up. It sounds like a terrible thing to say, but I do feel a lack of empathy with this person at times as well. I feel this person is more empathetic now than what they were in the past. An emperor. At least they're in their emperor energy now, so that's good. Tell me, this person, this emperor getting his courage here, or her courage, tell me how they've changed. Tell me how they've changed, apart from the obvious with the Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness, they've changed now because they want commitment. They want something that's not superficial. They want something real. That's what I just heard, they want something real. So maybe this person chose someone who it was a very superficial, you know, like a social media relationship, where it was all about, you know, the social... I always say, my kids will tell, the moon's on the bottom, my kids will tell us, I've always told them, the people that post the most about being the perfect relationship are the ones that are generally got the most issues. The ones who you barely hear a thing about their relationship is usually the ones who have a happy relationship. So see the ones that are so don't be put off if you see lots of posts about the karmic, oh, we're having such a wonderful time, we're on holiday together again, blah, blah, blah. They are usually the ones who are not doing so good. So I just feel, and again, don't ever get mad at the karmics, because they are the ones that make your person a better person for you. We've all had to be someone's karmic at some point. So just remember that. And don't throw too much shade, because, you know, I know it's hard not to. But they're there to play out their part in this contract, this soul contract, the same as you are. So this person now wants commitment. Okay. Oh. Look at those cards that just came out. So I feel this person definitely knows they treated you unfairly here. They didn't see your true worth, I feel. This person didn't see your true worth and value at the time. And, you know, they may have thought you were just all about the spirituality and stuff like that. But this is how they see you now. They see you in a completely different way, I feel. This is like, they see you as this beautiful angel essence, this beautiful ethereal, remember I said gliding gracefully, and, excuse me, and this high priestess, you're very intellectual, you have strong faith, you're very connected to the divine, you connect with the angels and stuff. And also the Justice card. They see that they judged you harshly and treated you unfairly, because now they see your worth and value. They see there's so much more to you than what they ever saw in the past. So let's see. The Wheel of Fortune. So there's something destined to move forward here. There's something destined to come back around. Tell me what is destined here for this. Tell me what is coming around here. Tell me what destiny is bringing back around here. Okay. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords at the bottom. So I feel this person is in the Nine of Swords because they might feel you're moving on to pastures new without them. They may feel like you're getting some sort of new beginning here, or this person just feels really guilty for not seeing your worth and value. They feel guilty for not seeing your true worth and value in the past. Yeah. Two of Swords, Two of Wands. They didn't see the truth. They didn't see the path clearly, that the path ahead was leading them to this prosperous, happy outcome. Because that's a lesson for the masculines to learn. They throw away love for financial security, when if they actually choose their divine feminine, they get both. They get the love of their life and abundant life. They get the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles when they choose their divine feminine. But that's something, that's a lesson a lot of them have to learn. I feel this masculine definitely had that lesson to learn. Yeah. 8 of Swords and 6 of Cups. They were overthinking this connection in the past. Yeah, look, see? They were too focused on the 5 of Pentacles, not having enough, when actually they had the perfect balance with you. They had the perfect balance with you. So let's see, tell me what this masculine's hoping to achieve here. Tell me what this masculine's intentions are within the next 2 weeks. Well, Knight of Swords and the Moon. So this person, now the full moon is coming up I think on the 2nd, and it's in Leo actually, and we've got a lot of Leo energy here. This person, this person is definitely done avoiding their Empress. So tell me about this Knight of Swords, this rushing in here. And I feel the moon, they want to express something to you that you were unaware of. Now this coming upside down. 8 of Pentacles, this person, they don't want things to end with you. They don't want you to move on without them. I feel that. Yeah, 4 of Swords and 8 of Wands. I feel your silence is scaring this person. I don't know why I feel that. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles, the Devil. 4 of Pentacles and the Devil and Queen of Cups. You're holding back your love from this person and it's scaring them. Yeah, it's whatever, you're holding back your love, and you're holding back your love, you're holding back your compassion, you're holding back your energy, and this person's scared. And that's why I feel they're rushing in now. Let me just clarify that with one. I cannot believe the time. I said this was going to be a quick message. But I cannot end out a message until I know the answers. So let me see. Just give me a couple of cards just on this masculine. Why they're rushing in here, apart from the obvious that they think they're divine feminine. They just feel you're holding back everything. You're not talking to them. You're holding back your love. This person feels uncertain, and that's why they're rushing in. There's an uncertainty. This person is uncertain, but I feel they're going to try anyway. Tell me about this Knight of Swords and the Moon energy, about this uncertainty, but they're going to take a chance here. Tell me about this. Well, 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords and 3 of Cups. This person knows their avoidance to reunite with you. They have look, and look behind the 3 of Cups. They know that they caused this separation because of their avoidance to reach out to you. This person, I feel like this person held out from you so that you, I feel, because a moment ago I felt that you put an end to this situation, like you took yourself out of the equation, and when you did that, your person realised something, that their avoidance and their lack of being able to make a decision is what caused this separation with you. So so this person is now asked why this person was rushing in the Knight of Swords and the Moon, and why they're uncertain, and they're uncertain that you want to reunite with them. They're uncertain that you want this, still want this love connection with them. So I don't usually do this, but I want to ask the Divine what the guidance is here for the Divine Feminine. How do you suggest the Divine Feminine should proceed here? Something you've done is paying off. you've done all you can. You've put the groundwork down, yeah, and now it's all up to divine timing. So they're just saying you have done what you can. You've planted those positive seeds. You've done the healing. You've done everything you can. And now it's up to this person to fight for this connection. It's up to this person to now put in the effort to show you. I feel that. That's what the divine's saying. You've done all you can. Yeah. It's up to them to take a leap of faith. The leap of faith they never took in the past. It's up to them. And there's the Knight of Swords again. So this person knows. They know that their inability to reach out to you has caused a lot of stuck energy, but I feel this person is about to take that chance with the Fool coming through. They're about to take a chance. They're uncertain that you're going to want to see them again or you're going to want to talk to them again, but I feel they're going to take a chance. So I'm going to get an Earth Magic card. I can't believe this was supposed to be a short message. I shouldn't have went off in so many tangents. But yeah, I just wanted people to be aware of that about because I don't, as I said, I don't usually share anything because I don't, but I think it's important to know that, you know, sometimes, as I say, it doesn't happen very often to me, and it happened very, but I know the difference between my divine visions and my divine connections, and I know the difference, and I know when it's false, the false light trying to, when I'm trying to think of the nicest way to put it, you just know it's not a real, you know it's not a real divine messenger. It looks like a human who's, sometimes you see them doing this, sometimes you'll see them going like this. It just looks like a human who's trying to infiltrate your third eye, infiltrate your auric field. And I say it doesn't happen very often, but just be mindful. It shouldn't look like a black and white movie. You should see colour. I mean, the way everyone's different, of course, everyone's gifts are different. But like right now, I can see Lord Ganesh. I can see the outline of his energy. I can see, you know, it's hello Lord Ganesh. I can see his outline and I can see his energy, and I just instinctively know it's him because of the lovely connection that we have. But do I see like a black and white movie, like every single detail? No. And when you do see that, that is not the way you're meant to see it. And as I say, I know everyone's like when I get like a vision, for example, or they show me an image, there's detail with that. But it should never look like someone's just put a black and white movie on in front of your third eye and everything is very, very detailed. As I say, maybe it's something I've learned over time, and maybe it's something everyone has to learn with their own method of knowing the difference. But as I say, just be mindful that the storms sometimes, they will try and send negative energy. So just, especially at this time when we're ascending, you know, so just be mindful. So let's see. Okay. Can I get a card from this Earth Magic deck to close out? Can I get a card from this Earth Magic deck to close out this message, please, and thank you. Okay, now I don't know if that was that one or that one. Wolf. I saw a wolf. So what's that on 54 minutes? No way. I am a disaster. Okay. The wolf. Instinct. Just what I was talking about as well, not just for this message, but just in general. Use your instincts and know what is divine, and the divine does not send you negative energy. Like I've had people say to me before, oh, you know, I've connected with some, what I think is spirit guides, but they were making me feel quite bad and make me feel quite sad and negative. That's not divine energies. Divine energies make you feel amazing. The angels and stuff make you feel uplifted and high vibrational and really happy. You know, anything that doesn't make you feel happy and good when you connect with them, generally that's a sign to use your instincts. So let me see. Now this could be for the masculine though, who's finally using their instincts. But isn't that crazy? I just saw that wolf. Amazing. So let me see what the wolf says. So some of the strongest characteristics of our brother and sister wolves are loyalty, companionship, playfulness and affection. They are exceptional parents and take great care of their young. We see similarities to wolves and domesticated dogs, particularly in certain breeds. Yet these tamed and distant relatives have long ago transferred their loyalty and pack behaviour to humans. Yet wolves are still carnivorous wild animals, surviving by seeking out whatever food is available that meets their dietary needs. This is instinctually driven and is the most basic and natural drive that all living things possess. Over the centuries, the encroachment of civilization into the wolf's natural territories and the periodic scarcity of game have prompted these beings to hunt whenever they could, which at times includes ranches or farms, cattle or sheep. This in turn has triggered a desire for revenge by these people so that they hunt and kill wolves in return, which has disseminated their ranks. It's a so-called civilized world clashing with the world of the wild and instinctual. You have lost touch with your instincts and your sensitivities as a result of cultural and or religious proscriptions dictating that anything wild and instinctual is threatening and therefore has to be controlled or eliminated. Now is the time to overcome this limited mindset and tune into these instinctual cues. Let the spirit of the wolf be your teacher now, and call upon this benevolent being for help identifying what these specific cues are saying. Shed some of your inhibition with the only guideline being to do no harm to others. Experiment by getting out of the straitjacket of familiar societal norms and listening to these sensitives in your gut that are trying to give you a message. It may be a warning or an urging to take action of some sort. Take some sort of deep breath and simply notice what your body sensations are telling you. Your mind will be the receiver of that information, and your body and mind can learn to work more closely with each other once again. And I love that it's got a little lotus flower over here. So I feel this is this masculine. They've really held back their instincts to come after you, because I did feel that. I felt this masculine regrets the decision not to contact you or come after you or to fight for you in the past. And I do think that the whole thing is now this masculine's understanding that, you know, to follow their instincts, not to stay stuck in the societal rules and norms that have made them think like they were looking for a certain thing, because clearly that hasn't made them happy. And I think this person definitely has a strong connections to wolves. I mean, I saw a wolf in my third eye and then I literally pulled the wolf card, so strong connection to wolves. But anyway, longer message than planned as always, but I will talk to you all on, what day are we on? Tuesday. So I'll talk to you all on Thursday, and if I can go on tomorrow night I will definitely try and go on. But until then, let's close out. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets, and God bless your union. Come in with your special person very soon. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. I can't remember if I started that prayer or not, the way I usually... Anyway, I've said a prayer, so let's close out. But thank you so much, and I'll talk to you all soon. Namaste.